Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? It's Nostalgia Guy. We are back with some WWE 2K22. Today, we're gonna play some ladder matches. Now, what I was gonna originally do, just regular ladder matches since Money in the Bank is based around a normal ladder match. But I think it'd be more fun if we did TLC, tables, ladders, and chairs. And how we're gonna do this is we're gonna do now because there is we're gonna be doing 8 superstars today, so I think I'll still do one-on-one TLC. I was gonna just do normal matches so they qualify, but actually we'll do normal matches. You know what? Actually, a better idea. We'll do normal matches, but they'll be table matches, count as a TLC. The ladders and chairs will come into the ladders and chairs, right? So the first person we're gonna play with in this TLC ladder match challenge is somebody who just returned to Monday Night Raw today. That's right, you know him as simply the monster among men, Braun Strowman. And Braun can fight, who's a good rival of Braun? Braun. We can Braun fights. Let's do Roman. Yeah. That'll do just nicely. The tribal chief versus the monster among men, Braun Strowman. Oh yes.
Cataclysmic collision. First, the monster among men. The following contest.
You're gonna get these hands.
Making his way to the ring from Sherrills Ford, North Carolina, weighing in at 385 pounds.
The big man with a plan.
Have thrown everything at one another. They put each other in mortal danger, but neither one has been able to keep the other man down.
Braun Strowman. I'm gonna beat up Roman Reigns. Make him chew on my fist. Roar. So Braun Strowman did return on Monday Night Raw today after a long absence, and he also, for my channel, has actually the king of the Royal Rumble after he beat all of those superstars to win the Royal Rumble. So Braun Strowman is the champion of that. So Braun's already champion of the Royal Rumble, but will he be champion of the ladder match? We will find out. Banner. Alright, he's taking too long. Here we go. Braun. Oh. Oh. I reversed that, but okay. Roman Reigns. Nope. Wow, okay. Braun, get up. Braun.
Outside the ring now, he has
Ooh, he charged that. Roman. Oh. Oh. Oh.
And now he's giving you all another chance to simply take it all in.
I keep thinking he's gonna do this. I want to do the scream. Oh shit. Okay, I deserve that.
Let him have this moment. He's earned it. Boom.
Oh.
Plants him. Nicely done.
The monster among men.
Can truly end at any moment. So how do you account for that unpredictability? High ring awareness. Half the tables in this match start as traps with someone laid.
Oh.
So be on high alert.
Braun throws Roman to the crowd. Here comes Braun. Fighting in the... Oh.
This is crazy. Absolutely no telling what's underneath the ring tonight. WWE Universe wants tables. Well, they've got tables.
The monster among men. You gonna get these hands, Roman Reigns.
Under the ropes now. That is just scary agility from Strowman.
You know what? Maybe we'll make the other contestants ladder matches, and the only reason I'm going to give Braun a pass is because he technically won the Royal Rumble champion, so he gets to do a normal table match, and the other ones do ladder matches. I'll change my mind on that. Ooh. Really? Oh! Braun Strowman taking on the Tribal Chief. Bro, Strowman, you gotta get up, buddy. Strowman. There you go, buddy.
Kick to the gut.
Really? There was no prompt. There was no prompt! Oh my gosh, help me!
I can't begin to imagine what he's got
Uh-oh.
here, guys. Maybe it's a yard sale. One step ahead there.
Braun! Oh, wait. Oh. I didn't think he was gonna put him through the table there. Nah, Strowman's not done. Strowman's not done.
Everyone needs to get out of the way of this fight. This feels so... Braun has him up.
Oh! Braun Strowman.
He is a sight to behold.
Okay, that was a little too easy. Yeah, that was a little too easy, I'll admit. Alright, we'll call that a warm-up match. Fine, I'll do a normal TLC. Has Money in the Bank ever been a TLC match? No, it's for title. All right, so we'll do normal ladder matches then, since technically that would be breaking the rules. So that was a warm up. We'll call that a warm up. Braun, you get one more shot. Change my mind. You can fight Big E. Big E. E. That man is a big E. All right, cool. Oh. Oh my god, wow. The strength of Big E Langston. Ooh. Big E is gonna throw these mighty hands. Oh. Oh my. Oh, again? Oh my. Oh! Oh, a choke slam? Oh!
He's reminding his competition that
This
is a show of confidence or a wasted opportunity to attack your opponent. Turning the tables there.
Oh! And Braun's laying the beat down on Big E. Big E gets out of the way. Oh! Another DDT! What? Braun Strowman.
Coming back into the ring, back to the action.
Whoop. Oh! Braun. Oh, fuck. No! Oh! Come on, tough guy. Come on, tough guy. Braun Strowman. Do. Oh! Oh! Big E. Oh my, the power of Big E. That man's got muscles on his muscles, on his muscles, on his muscles. Oh, it's the big ending. Oh, that hurts. Braun, get up. Braun, get up. Come here, motherfucker. Come here. Come here. Oh, shit. Oh. Wait, what? No! Big E's got a finisher! No! He threw me out of the ring! Oh, Braun's dead. Braun's dead. Braun is dead. Braun's pissed. Oh, Braun! Here comes Braun Strowman! Running power slam! Do.
Looks to me like that ladder's positioned perfectly in the center of the ring. You just gotta climb.
Braun, grab it.
Questionable timing of this move, Cole, and the end is within reach here for one of these superstars. And the crowd is starting to come to their feet.
Oh! Yeah. Oh, shit! No! Ah! No, you bitch! We both just agree to. Hey! No!
Here we go. Making that all-important climb up the ladder. I think this is it.
No, come here. Braun! Dude, Braun climbing the ladder. Go climb that ladder, Braun. Climb the ladder.
Just a few steps away from victory now. I think it's gonna happen. He's close down. This could be his moment. Looks to have a good grasp, but it's just not coming down. This has got to be frustrating.
Oh!
Producing a trampoline.
Big E? No, the power of Big E! Oh my lord, no! Big E! Oh shit! Oh. That's such a small hitbox, that's actually insane. Ow! Braun, you gotta get up. Braun, you gotta get up. Ugh. Come here. No, come here, Big E. Come here. Yeah, that's right. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh! Oof! Oh! Ow. Get up, Braun. Get up. Oh, Braun! Braun!
Big opportunity here, guys. This could be a turning point. Look at here. Here we go. What is
Come on, what is Biggie doing? If Biggie just says, I give up. Biggie says, I don't want to get chokeslammed again. Oh yeah, Braun Strowman. All right. So next up on the Money in the Bank ladder match, we have CM Punk, but it's retro CM Punk. So CM Punk can fight John Cena. I don't know. Should you have to fight John? Yeah, why not? Make it John. Big match, John. We'll mix it up. They're on SmackDown. And 06 preferably. 09. Okay, that's good enough. Out of time. So say goodbye. What is yours now is mine. That's where he got that saying from. In broken dreams. All right, here we go. CM Punk, best in the world. CM Punk. Dude, it's retro Punk with this Fire Burns song. Because CM Punk is actually a 2-time Money in the Bank winner. So that's a nice little fun fact about CM Punk. Big match, John! Big match, John! Already getting the ladder. Okay, well, that's embarrassing. That's a little embarrassing. Get up, get up, get up, get up. No, bad John, bad John. No fruity pebbles for you. Okay. No! Oh! John doesn't want nothing to do with me, bro. He just wants to win the ladder match.
He returns to the ring, getting the ladder situated right now.
I missed that. Oh, okay. That's a weird. What the? Big match, John. You know, I just realized. So technically, So here's the thing, right? John Cena technically, I think, also won a Money in the Bank ladder match. The reason I'm not putting John Cena in this 8-man ladder match is because Cena is one of like 2 people to fail cashing in Money in the Bank. So that's why he does not count in this list. But I figured we at least include him on this in this fight, as because he has technically won a Money in the Bank match, but he never cashed in successfully. So yeah. Out of time. So say goodbye. What is yours now is mine. Dude, okay. I'm getting beat up a little bit by John. Punk it up, punk it up, punk it up, punk it up. Punk, get up, punk, get up. Punk, get. Wow, you are just taking a nap over here, huh? What is yours? Oh, what's CM Punk gonna go for? CM Punk! Oh my gosh, on the ladder! Oh! Wow, John, jeez, John, you got from that really quick. Big match John over here. Okay. Where's the reversal prompt on that? Oh, he's gonna go for the U. Yep, here it is. Okay. There was no reversal for that. John, wait a minute. John. No, I can reverse it. No! Oh, that's a dumb prompt. Okay. Oh. John Cena's kicking my ass. I can't do anything. I legitimately can't do anything. Punk it up. John, what are you doing? You're insane! This fire burns! Why are you doing Anaconda Vice? I don't know.
But just the amount of time he was in that submission could be very significant.
Look at Punk, quick as a cat.
Making the climb here, maybe looking to end this thing right now. Oh, here we go. Can he unhook it?
Come on, Punk. Come on, Punk. Come on, Punk. Come on, Punk. Yep, nope. Okay. Oh, John Boy. What? No, you. Well, I can't. John, you piece of shit. Here we go. No! I can't reverse it! No! Punk it up. No! Come here, John! Oh! That was so close, dude. I was scared John had that.
There they go.
Actually, what?
He has all the time he wants.
Let me just set the ladder real quick.
Getting a ladder in position now. Smack dab in the center of the ring, too, Cole.
I can't reverse. Are you serious, John? There. What are you? Okay. Nope. Ooh, I have two fishers. That's even better. Oh, John Boy. DTS time for Cena to go to sleep. All right, here we go. Come on, Punk. And Punk wins. CM Punk is the best in the world. CM Punk. Very nice. All right. 2 down, 6 to go. Like I said, John Cena's special mention because he did win Money in the Bank, but he did not cash in successfully. So, yeah. Next up, we have... Oh, here's a good one. The Miz! I am The Miz, and I am awesome. Do 2011, because technically that's the one where Miz was closer to winning it. I don't know. Oh, no, actually, no, it was 18. So this would be closer, I guess. How about that? See all these lights, they're flowing. Hear all these people share. Feel all the love that's flowing. All just because I'm here. The two boys from Ohio duking it out. And let's do I don't know, what could we do? I don't want to do NXT. Fastlane, why not? What is your... Oh, this is a one-on-one. That is not a ladder match. There we go. I was like, wait a minute. Out of time. So say goodbye. What is yours now is mine. I don't know why Drew McIntyre's theme song is stuck in my head, but it is. So we're just going to have to roll with it. See all these Miz's, they're glowing. Feel all the Miz's share. Come on, give it to him just because he cares. Awesome! I came to the game. I came to stay. Just get out of my way. Damn. Oh, the A-lister, the movie star, The Miz.
Is a ladder match. Making his way to the ring from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 221 pounds,
The Miz, and he is awesome. He is The Miz, and he is awesome. The Miz.
Yeah, the only thing he can't do is actually shut up. Maybe you should teach him how, Saxton. Why would you silence an A-lister?
Look at that man. Oh, oh, perfection. That's Cleveland, Ohio right there, baby. All right, what we got next? All right.
Ziggler's on the big stage.
Here is the show on Dolph Ziggler.
And his opponent, representing Dirty Dogs from Hollywood, Florida, weighing in at 218 pounds, Dolph Ziggler. One of WWE's most accomplished superstars, a multi-time world champion, multi-time intercontinental champion, multi-time tag team champion. Is there anything Dolph Ziggler can't do? Dolph Ziggler has done it all. He has truly proven himself to be...
Is Dolph a Grand Slam champion? I know The Miz is, but is Dolph a Grand Slam champion? I don't know if he won the... I know he won the... Yeah, I don't think he is. I think he lost like one title or two.
You know, a ladder match is a real proving ground. It can literally take a superstar...
I am The Miz. I am... Oh.
A lot of people made their names off...
Famous or off rip? Wow. Okay. The Miz. I am the... Oh, oh, my leg. Oh, Miz time. Here we go. Oh! I am do.
His incredible magnificence.
Oh.
Dolph gets out of there.
Whoa! Oh! Oh, get clocked in the chest. There we go. This is why he is the Miz, and they call him the best. Okay. Oh. Miz wearing down Dolph. And another drop kick. Oh, nope, he missed it. I think Dolph Miz actually had a ladder match. So that's actually a nice little fun factor, you guys. Bam! He's earned the moment. They call him the Miz. Oh, the Miz! The Miz!
He's outside the ring now. Hope he's got a plan.
Oh, here we go.
And he's going with the great equalizer here.
The Miz. The Miz with a chair of Dolph Ziggler.
The Miz shifting the match to his pace. The Miz is fired up, gentlemen. And that
Oh, Miz! Skull crushing finale. He tosses Dolph Ziggler out of the ring. They're cheering for the Miz.
Getting the ladder set up right in the center of the ring, a picture-perfect location.
Oh.
And Ziggler is falling behind here. Dolph's gotta find
I'm trying to grab the chair. One more time. All right, Dolph, you want to keep playing these games? Oh. Oh, the Miz is concocting something evil. Okay. Oh, super kick. I can reverse that. Are you serious? Oh! Oh, Miz! Wait, Dolph! Oh, good double reversal from both these men. Yeah. I can't. There we go. The Miz going off the top rope. Oh!
taking this to the floor. Back in the ring now.
Oh!
Back against Miz.
Dolph's putting up a hard fight, but the Miz is on the attack.
He's in a bad way, guys. Yeah, he's got to dig deep and find another win if he wants to stay in this. Right now, Dolph needs...
Oh, the Miz! Oh! Miz kicks! Miz kicks! Miz kicks! Miz kicks! Miz kicks! Whoa! Miz kicks!
And now he's standing it right up in the middle of the ring. Right where it needs to be. Going to the top here, guys. Looking to finish it. Reaching out. Looking
Oh, shit! Oh!
Nobody in this building thinks the match can end here. I think so. Go home.
Oh! Oh! The Ziggler elbow. Dolph? What you doing there, buddy? Miz, get up! Miz! There we go. Oh! Are you serious? Oh, I missed. Hey! No! Ugh. Ugh. Oh, knees to the back of Ziggler. Ziggler's going off the... Oh! Hangs up. No, the Miz! There goes Miz like a cat! Quick like a cat! There it is. Come here!
And he's closing in on the victory here. Reach out your hand and seize your destiny. Perhaps some wishful thinking going on there, Michael. Okay, he's re-entering the ring.
Ow! What the? No! Oh! Miz caught him with a powerbomb. Oh! Where goes Miz? Quick like a cat.
Looks like that ladder's set up perfectly in the center of the ring. He'll need to hurry up if he wants to grab it and get the win. Smart move here, Cole. Let's see if it pays off.
Uh-oh, Ziggler's getting up.
Look at that snatch of victory here, guys.
Oh, Miz! Miz! What's Miz doing? Off the top rope! Oh my God!
Can the Miz close this one out?
That's crazy. Miz took Dolph off the top rope with him.
I think this is it. Not quite there yet, but don't stop now. Looking to make a major statement to the rest of the locker room here.
Fuck.
Statement's about to
And Miz wins it! I am amazing. I am awesome.
Here is your winner, The Miz. The Miz gets it done over Ziggler.
Fun fact about Dolph Ziggler, he also won a Money in the Bank, and while he did technically cash in successfully, he was on a World Heavyweight Champion and not the WWE Champion. Although I don't know if all of these count toward that, but whatever. You get what I'm saying. So Dolph Ziggler did not make this top 8, but I did want to mention him as well, along with John Cena. So yeah, it's a little fun fact for you guys. Yeah. So yeah. All right, next up is a special character that was in the last WWE solo stream, Kane. Now Kane is going to take on somebody like, I think, the Big Show. We want to get intense. We want to get the crowd off their feet. We want a fight. He's the devil's favorite demon, Kane. Oh yes, the devil's favorite demon indeed. Along the world, he's Demon Kane. Kane. He's the Big Show. The Big Bad Joe. The Big Bad Joe. Kane. The Big Bad Joe. The world's largest show. Oh, ooh, Kane throw the right hooks. But Big Show versus it. Oh, but Kane, the devil's favorite demon, with a two-handed choke slam. I'm trying to make something different. Like, I'm trying to do like something cool each ladder match. I'm trying to make something different so you guys don't watch the same match over and over. Let's try this. Let's give this a shot. There we go. Yeah.
He is truly feeling it right now. As well he should.
Oh, throws Big Show on the ladder. Oh, but here comes Kane. Kane jumping on the ladder. Oh!
After seeing that, I'd think twice about ever doing that again.
Smashed Big Show through a ladder. Oh my lord. Along the world, he's Demon Kane. Okay, I won't say that much. I know I say like I sang that song a lot.
Didn't really take off until Bret Hart brought it to the WWE and beat HBK back in '92. One of the all-time
Hey, get back here.
matches in WWE history. Oh, taking it right
Wait, what?
to him. No waiting.
Okay, that was weird.
Clothesline. Chilling assault from the big red monster. Kane cannot be stopped.
Wait, why am I okay? Hey, what do you?
He's looking to get up that ladder, guys. The long way.
No, no, no.
It seems a bit early to be going for the win, if you ask me. Not if they can win it right here, though.
Oh, Kane! Kane! Off the left power bomb!
Oh, my lord.
Oh!
Good night.
Brutality from Kane.
And he's able to fight Kane off. Maybe he's found a new source of aggression to battle back with.
Good reversal from Kane. To the world, these demon monsters. There be monsters.
Overwhelming offense. He's in
Oh shit.
getting tossed around.
Oh no! Oh, double no. Yeah. Yeah. Kane. Here we go. Now we're gonna work down Big Show. Oh, takes Show off the clothes, left top rope, and Kane's climbing the ladder. Can Kane bring the briefcase down?
All-important climb up the ladder. He's latching onto it. Huge spot in this match right here, guys. And this match will head back to the ring.
Oh, Big Show. Big Show's trying to climb that ladder.
Looks like that ladder fell perfectly in the center of the ring. Look out, they're high above the ring here. I feel like
Oh, Kane! Kane! Oh my Kane! What the first big shot of the ring?
From the top of the ladder. Warm up the hearse.
Oh. The big bad show got tossed out of the ring.
Making that all-important climb up the ladder. I think this is it. Going for the win here. I like the thought process here, but you're going to have to move a lot faster.
Now Kane says no, he's not done yet. He wants to make the big show suffer.
Outside of the ring now.
Because that's just the kind of person that Kane is, and he's got a kendo stick in hand. What are we going to see here?
He's ready to do some real damage. And he's
Oh.
this time.
Oh.
Dodges.
Oh. Oh. On the ladder. Oh my gosh.
Win now. Kane turns it around.
He is the demon Kane.
Vicious.
Big bad show. The world's largest show. No.
He's taking this to the floor now.
Come here.
The devastator
Oh.
scouted.
Nope.
He knew what was coming.
Oh, Kane signaling the end.
Stalking him. Watching for an opening.
Can't. There we go. Ugh. Oh. Ugh. Come here. Ugh. Ugh.
Down by the DDT. And he keeps his focus on an attack to that area.
How's Big Show reversing all my moves?
I don't think any of these superstars are
Oh, Big Show's carcass gets tossed out of the ring.
Never say die attitude on full display.
All along the world, these demon Kane, there will be monsters.
We're looking at the winner climbing that ladder
It
right
looks like Kane's about to win it, and Kane brings it down.
now. What's taking some grabs it.
Demon Kane, he's the demon. He's the demon Kane. Demon Kane.
That was the kind of match.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Next up on the match is Seth Rollins. One of my most favorite superstars of all time. Seth's also a Money in the Bank ladder match winner. We'll be doing this at Money in the Bank against Jon Moxley, aka Dean Ambrose. That was the time around they had that good rivalry going, you know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, that good time, that good match.
Set for ladder match action here. One of the most infamous matches in WWE
Ugh.
history. The rules are simple. Climb the ladder, grab the prize. How you get to
Seth Rollins wearing on those arms, but Dean Ambrose comes back.
tagging this outside. This could be
Dun,
good.
dun, 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 dun. Oh,
Meet the
Oh.
barricade. Double under.
oh, Seth wisely ducks out of it.
Oh man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. Single leg drop kick caught him. Right on the arm. Reaching the top of the ladder.
Seth Rollins
Objective here, Corey.
working down. Oh,
Each of these superstars consider
Oh.
a ladder match. You need to be sure of yourself. When it comes to placing the ladder or swinging it, you'd better be sure what you're doing, or it could cost you.
oh, the corner ring turnbuckle.
Dismantle their opponent. Clearing off the announce table. This is about to go from bad to worse. This is not going to be pretty. See this happen.
Seth reigning a smackdown of Dean.
So effective.
Moonsault. Ooh.
Psionic display of offense from Rollins.
Woo! Oh, extra moonsault for good measure off the apron.
Daredevil, the ability to take risk with minimal
What?
trepidation.
Oh!
No fear.
Dean. Dean. Ambrose.
Brief sign of adrenaline there for him.
Seth Rollins just throwing Dean Ambrose all over the place.
They're in the WWE universe. This could move anywhere into the crowd.
Oh, dirty! Oh! Come dirty, Dean. Done dirt cheap. Okay. Again? Ooh. Again? Dean does not want me to get this. Let me do this, Dean. Oh my God, Dean. All right, you know what? Come here. Urgh. There we go. That's what I thought. Now you're talking. Now we're speaking my language. Come on, put him on the table. There we go. Jeez. Here we go. Oh, Seth's on the announce table with Dean. Going for a pedigree. Wait, what's this? Wait, what's it? Oh, power bomb. Never mind. Power bomb through the table. She's throwing Dean into the barricade. That is actually very cool. Thank you. Come on, Dean. Come on. Hey, get back here. No, get back here.
Heading back towards the ring now. He is moving the fight where he wants it.
Oh, crap. Oh! Dean, I don't appreciate that very much. Back in the corner you go.
Oh, colliding with the barricade.
Oh.
Impressive reversal on Rollins.
Stop running from me, you piece of crap.
And he'll leave the ring for
I
this.
thought Seth was the heel and Dean was the face. Like, what?
Ooh, man. And he's able to reverse.
Dean wants nothing to do with me. Ah! Oh! That was actually nice. That was actually insane. Let's get this little ladder out of here.
And he heads out of the ring. No countouts, no worries. He's outside the ring now. Hope he's got a plan.
Taunt, I dare you.
Moves outside. What's the plan here?
Yeah, that's right, Dean. Let's see you over here. Come on. Out you go. There we go. They're fighting in the crowd. Oh. 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 Nope, that's not what I wanted.
Over the barricade now. No rush. No refs count. He's moved back to ringside now.
Oh, I said, okay.
Let's keep the
Asshole.
universe out of harm's
Oh.
way. He saw it coming, taking advantage.
Nope. Caught you by the waist. There you go.
With the reversal.
You know what, Ambrose? You know what?
Saw it coming.
Oh.
Was able to sidestep there.
Oh, Rollins! Oh!
Off the barricade.
Go back into the barricade.
Oh man, meeting the barricade. Evades the attack.
Robert's slamming Dean in the barricade over and over and over again. Oh, Ambrose!
He thinks the one thing missing in this match is a steel chair.
Can't get nothing around here, man. If I go over the barricade, he's not gonna follow me. I'm trying to get him over the barricade. Oh shit.
Look at this.
What?
Right to the spine. And he scores a reversal.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh! They're back in the ring.
The limits of physical exhaustion are being surpassed at this point.
Oh, Seth. Seth's taking a Dean on the top rope. Oh, we're going for a superplex. No, Dean.
Superplex! Not done yet!
Oh!
He's positioning himself, closing in.
Uh-oh.
Watch out!
Oh, Dean Ambrose off the top.
And he has free reign to the outside with no countouts to worry about. He's back into the ring. Out of the ring, what's his plan here?
Seth's got a kendo stick.
And of course, kendo sticks are always under the ring.
Oh, it's and with the kendo stick. Oh!
Able to give him the slip. Finds the advantage after a string of sequence of reversals there. Oh, that'll turn your skin red.
Oh, shit.
Oh, hard impact in the corner. And what a reversal from Seth Rollins.
I missed. Oh!
And this one might be headed ringside.
Wait, what's my outside ring finishing? Stop. Okay.
And back in the ring we go. He climbs into the ring.
You really don't want to do this, Dean. Okay. Oh, with a low shot. Whoop! Another one. Oh. Here we go. Here we go, baby. Curb stomp. And Dean Ambrose is outside the ring. And Rollins quick like a cat, back up to the top. Oh, shit. Ruby Soho will go back to WWE after her AEW contract expires. I mean, when it comes to like AEW, thank you for that follow, by the way, Mid. I think it's possible, but like at the same time, like I don't feel like superstars who leave WWE to go to AEW, with the exception of Cody Rhodes, don't really want to come back to WWE. So I mean, I don't really have, besides Cody, there's not really examples of that. So I don't know. It's possible, but I don't know. Plus, I don't know a whole lot about Ruby specifically, so I can't really give a full, honest answer on that. Yo, come on! Dean, son of a gun. Here we go. You son of a... Okay. Oh, Dean! Oh, Dean's just kind of kicking my ass a little bit. Oh, shit. Nope. Nope. There we go. Come here. The stop! Quick as a cat! Quick as a cat! One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, we got it. We got it. Woo! Nice. Nice. What do you think about Braun Strowman coming back, man? What do you think about that? Huh? John Moxley will go back to WWE once his I don't know about John Moxley. He was pretty like not happy with creative. I mean, I get Triple H is now in charge and Shawn Michaels is helping him, so it's possible. It's possible. Um, but I don't know. They're kind of taking care of Moxley a little bit there. So I don't know if if they're gonna go down that route again. I don't know. All right, next up on the Money in the Bank ladder match contestants, we have Brock Lesnar. So I'm not saying it's impossible, but again, like, simply put, superstars like Dean, John, whatever you want to call him, like, they're in AEW for a reason. Dean could have easily re-signed with WWE if he wanted to, I feel like, but he didn't. So, just take it how you see it. You know what I'm saying? Let's do. I'm trying to get another contestant we could fight. Undertaker maybe. No. Let's do. Try to get Money in the Bank contestants. We could do just. Well, no, I don't want to do them. Let's do Ray. Sure, why not? We'll use Ray. Or actually, you know what? I got a better idea. Is AJ Styles even on my? No, he's not. Alright, you're good then. Alright, cool. So yeah. Saw Braun Strowman going back to WWE today. I'm happy. Yeah, that's good. He deserves it. There was talks about Bray Wyatt and Braun, and my buddy said he thinks Bray is gonna make it back. I said no, I think it's gonna be Braun, and I was right. So that's cool. It's cool seeing Braun back. We're going to get these hands.
This is always a thrilling match. Always a moment for a superstar.
Brock. Do 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 do. Ow, AJ. What's your favorite superstars, Mid? Like, what's your your favorite superstars? I could not reverse that at all. Ouch. Nope. Hands off. AJ, you're earning yourself a way to Suplex City. Brock Lesnar. The Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar. The Beast Incarnate. But yeah, man, give me some of your favorite superstars. They could be modern, past. Let me hear which. I can't get in. I like asking people their favorite superstars. It's fun to get a different point of view and different stuff, Another one from Brock. This beast is merciless, destructive, aggressive. CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, John Moxley, Tony Storm. Okay, it's all the AEW people now, huh? Okay, that's fair. Daniel Bryan is great. CM Punk is great. Moxley is great. Did you hear about that CM Punk controversy about the backstage thing with him and what was it, Ace Steel and Kenny? Is it Kenny Omega? I forget what it was. Yeah, kind of crazy a little bit. Kind of wild.
He's setting up the ladder for something, guys.
Nope.
What is that something? Now trampling the opposition.
Here comes the beast! For Suplex City! The beast! I don't really watch WWE anymore sometimes. That's fair. I watch it sometimes. If you throw a little bit of some Randy Orton my way, if you throw a little bit of some Seth Rollins my way, I like to watch it still. I don't like, obviously, the overall product, not really, but I like watching, like, my favorite superstars, so if Brock Lesnar shows up, or if Edge is there, or Rey Mysterio, I like to watch a little bit of it. Judgment Day is kind of cool. That's a kind of a cool faction, So they still got some stuff, Ow. Oh my. Yeah, how'd that work out for you, pal? How did that work out for you? Okay. All right, AJ. That caught me? Wow, that's actually kind of lame. Oh, you want to do that, huh? Oh, the Beast! The Beast! On the top of the ladder, Brock Lesnar! Oh. Do you think some AEW is going to WWE for contract? I think some can if they trust Triple H and Shawn Michaels in the creative process, which, to be fair, I would trust over Vince McMahon. Not saying, I mean, look, I'm sorry, Vince was just well past his prime. Let's just be honest. Vince, he just... Don't get me wrong, we all love Vince for getting WWE to where it is today, but the problem is you have to pass the torch, you know? WWE, the company doesn't stop for anybody. It doesn't stop for CM Punk, doesn't stop for Triple H, doesn't stop for Vince McMahon. Like, it has to keep moving on. Otherwise, you know, it's just gonna die. So, it's one of those things. Oh! It's just one of those things where it's just like, we have to accept it. We have to move on. With that being said, yes, it's possible. Okay. If I could pick any superstar that's not in WWE to come back, and this might surprise you, I love Jon Moxley. Actually, no, it would be CM Punk. Actually, I take it back. It's CM Punk. But if I'm not counting CM Punk, it would be Claudio, Cesaro. I miss Cesaro in the ring. I love watching Cesaro in WWE. He was amazing as a in-ring talent, and he got screwed by the writing process. That man deserved to be a world champion. He could work anybody in a match. He had the strength and the ability of, like, he was so much fun to watch. Some of my favorite matches are Cesaro versus John Cena for the U.S. title. One got interrupted, but the one where they didn't get interrupted was such a good match. Such a good match. Cesaro could just, like, steal the show, man. I swear. He's got to come back. I'll be so sad if he never comes back. That was the biggest sin that you could ever do, Cesaro, not let him win the championship once. Because he was in rivalries with Roman Reigns, so it's not like he didn't have a... You know, he was in the main event title picture, you know, kind of deal. But they're like, no, well, we want Roman to have the 2-year title ring. I'm like, okay, but just give it to Cesaro once. Like, you know, just once. But Punk would be cool, Daniel Bryan. So, with Daniel Bryan, I still don't get why he, like, was because he wasn't cleared? Was that it? Because, like, I know he and WWE left on good terms, so... Oh my god, here comes F5 on the stage! Oh! That was actually disgusting. But anyways, yeah, no, I definitely would not be opposed to having Christian Cage left for region. Yeah. He was not really treated well as a solo competitor. As a solo competitor, he was kind of... He was kind of not treated as well. So I guess as a tag team, great, fantastic. As a solos guy, not so much.
Looks to me like that ladder's positioned perfectly in the center of the ring. Now you just gotta climb.
So yeah, so Christian Cage, you know, it's funny because you see all the AEW talent, and they were supposed to go to WWE. Like MJF, for example, did a Tough Enough promotion for himself. He wanted to be in WWE, but he went to AEW. Like, these stuff you don't think about. Like, you know how crazy been at the top AEW stars for being WWE? Like, it just shows you all the talent that WWE misses out on. But that's the thing, because WWE didn't have any competition besides AEW, really. And TNA for like a minute, but... because of that, they were just like... They had nowhere else to put their talent, so they all had to go for it's either WWE or bust. But now, we got competition again. And it's nice to watch that. Because there's so many talents, especially in WWE, that don't get to shine because there's so many rosters, or superstars. And you can only have, you know, so many spots on the show card. That's why I kind of wish, for example, like, say one day you have Raw, one day you have NXT, one day you have SmackDown, or like one day you have just Diva matches. To show off the Divas and their talent, you know? So that way you can have more time for male superstars and divas get their own show. Like, that'd be cool, I feel like. Okay, come here, AJ. The Beast, Brock Lesnar. AJ's dead. Where's the... Oh, it's over there. Oh, well. Ah! Yeah, so that's just my thoughts on that. Because, I mean, like, top AEW stars, most of them are previous WWE superstars. Let's see, Jon Moxley, yep. Let's see, CM Punk, yep. Daniel Bryan, yep. Claudio, yep. Let's see, Chris Jericho, yep. Chris Jericho, I don't think is ever going to come back. I don't know why. I just really... To be fair, WWE really screwed over Chris Jericho that one year with Kevin Owens in WrestleMania. They got screwed. So that, I don't blame Jericho for. Brock versus Goldberg, well, I think it's a great rivalry. It should not have been the main event. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It should not have. And Vince was out of pocket for that. So, yeah. Suplex City. So, yeah. Jericho and Owens was the best rivalry of the year. The Festival of Friendship, that was the best thing. You realize how good Jericho is? How he can just take anything and make it interesting? Man made a clipboard amazing. He made a potted plant amazing. He makes the word, what was the one word he said? It. He made the word it amazing. Like, that's why I think he's just crazy about that. He can just take these things and just, like, where no other superstar can make it interesting, he makes it interesting. What? Uh-oh. Oh, shit. No, AJ, no! You asshole. Oh! Oh, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Okay, he's staying there. Get up, Brock. Get up. But yeah, so I just think... No, he's getting up! Brock. He's not gonna do it. No way. Do it! That's what I thought. Oh! That was actually kind of funny. I really think that Brock Lesnar should be in AEW because WWE did not treat him right. I don't want to say that. They've been pretty... 2016, Brock had a really good run. He was beating Samoa Joe. He was beating Braun Strowman. He beat Roman Reigns. Like, I think Brock got treated way better than, like, Chris Jericho and other people did. So I don't know about that one. I think right now, a little bit, yeah. But see, you gotta remember, too, that Brock is a part-timer. He's not a full-time competitor. So I think that's a little bit of a different story. You know, at that time, Christian Cage was not a part-timer. At least to my knowledge, he wasn't. Neither was CM Punk or Dean Ambrose. They were all full-time competitors, you know. So that's just my 2 cents on that, right? I think the full-timers should get a little more priority. I'm not saying the part-timers should get none, right? But they should get some more priority as being full-timers, in my opinion, right? Because that's your weekly show. That's your weekly revenue. Yes, you want the part-timers for your monthly pay-per-views. I get that, but your weekly revenue is more important, I feel, because that adds up, right? You know how much Raw probably made tonight because of Braun Strowman coming back? Like, a lot of money. A lot of money, right? So, yeah. That's my little 2 cents on that. It's face Happy Corbin. Happy Corbin! It's Happy Corbin! Corbin's also a kind of talent where I'm just like, they really just don't know what to do with him. I feel like WWE does not know what to do with Baron Corbin. Until now. because if JBL is being the manager for Baron Corbin, that could really help his character a lot. So I think since Triple H has became the head of like writing, it's gotten a lot better, a lot better. I'm not saying it's perfect, right? Because I don't think anything's perfect. I feel like he makes a couple hiccups, but its overall writing is way better. So, yeah. Oh, Sheamus, the Celtic Warrior. I believe him. I believe him.
What is it going to take for a superstar to come out on top in this chaotic ladder match? You must be quick. You need to be ready to charge up that ladder. Every wasted second is another chance for someone to come along and
He is the Celtic Warrior. I kind of wish Sheamus won the title last night. I was a little upset about that, but I get you want to push young talent. The era of the early 2010s is over. Like the Miz is pushing younger talent, Sheamus is pushing younger talent. I get it. I get it. All right. I get it. Ooh. Whoa! That looks insane. I can reverse that. Oh, what the? Damn. I kind of wish, like, you can't really do the cool OMG moments anymore. Like, you can't do this to the corner barricade spear. You can't do the kick off the corner ring post. Why did they get rid of those? Like, those were fun. Oh, the Celtic Warrior. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Does he not do it anymore? Oh, that's kind of sad if he doesn't. The high cross? Oh, gosh. Ooh.
He's reminding his competition that they'll only ever be second best. Stop gloating and put your attention back.
Alright, what can we do here? I feel like it's stuff we haven't done yet. I could just for giggles. Hey, Baron. Baron. Oh! The way that connected looked so bad. It actually looked like it would have hurt. Like, dang. The bro kick is such a satisfying move to hit. The bro kick is just so fun to hit. I love kick moves. I love sweet chin music. I love the curb stomp. I love the bro kick. Anything with like the kicking or stomping or feet, it's just satisfying to watch. Oh my! Oh, that hurt. Triple H brings. I think that Triple H brings me back superstars like Christian Cage. I don't think it's gonna happen. I will say it's more likely, but I don't think it's gonna happen. In my personal opinion, respectfully. It's a shameful thing, lobster head. You really seem to like Christian Cage, and that's understandable. Okay, but I mean, you know, maybe it's a good thing that Christian Cage is still in AEW because, you know, let's say that Christian Cage came back to WWE. How would you book him? Where would you book him? Against who? For what? And for how long? What would be the story? Who would be the opponent? What's the angle? Like, who's the face? Who's the heel? You know, you gotta think about all of that. You know, who would be a good rival for Christian? How would you set up the rivalry? How would you raise the stakes? How would you make it a unique style match? Like, all that thing you have to keep in account, you know? Like, think about, like, the Judgment Day right now. The Judgment Day is a good example because Edge created the Judgment Day. Then they betrayed him. And then Rey Mysterio were rival against Judgment Day. And then Dominic turns to join the Judgment Day. Now you got a story. And now Dominic's going to fight Edge next week. So... Dun, 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 the Celtic Warrior. Let's see. High cross. Oh. What's that one? Irish whip bro kick combo. Oh! That was actually brutal. I think the story of Roman Reigns is stupid because Roman Reigns had the title too long. I do, okay. Until Clash of the Castle, I think it was appropriate amount of time. Clash of the Castle was like, okay, this is where I think we need to have to take off one of the titles. One of them, right? McIntyre was being built up as this unstoppable, kick-ass machine, right? Then you bring back the old music. You have him take out the bloodline right before the pay-per-view. Like all the pieces were in place for that, right? And then it was decided that they bring back a third Uso. Like, why? Why? Roman's a part-timer. He's not main event. Or not main event. A full-timer. And also, finally, for the last contender for the ladder match, for make this an 8-man ladder match, is going to be Edge. Because he was also a 2-time Money in the Bank winner. On this day. Which is funny, we were just talking about Edge. Just for shits and giggles, because they're about to fight next week. Let's get a little preemptive watch. Why does this Dominic look more modern than this Dominic? Heel Dominic? Face Dominic. But Roman Reigns is a great heel, don't get me wrong. He's entertaining, he's funny. He had Paul Heyman and the Usos. There's good work there, but 2 years is a little long. Are you telling me nobody could take titles off Roman? You could. I can name you like 5 superstars right now, who could take Roman's titles off him, right? Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Cesaro when he was still around, Bobby Lashley. You know, you could argue. I don't know about Big E. Personally, people like Big E. I don't know if it's being good enough, but Bobby Lashley would be good. Cody Rhodes when he comes back, which is okay. If I'm being honest, I think that's what their plan's going to be. It's going to be, as much as I don't want to say it, they're going to want to kick tails on Reigns into the Royal Rumble. Cody Rhodes becomes the #1 contender for WrestleMania, and then he faces Roman at WrestleMania and wins the title. So yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do personally. Because the Cody and Rollins feuds are amazing. Okay, any feuds that Rollins has somebody is so entertaining to watch, and I love it. And I just want to keep watching it and watching it. The Edge and Rollins rivalry, great. The Rollins and Roman rivalry, good because he did the mind game with the Shield stuff, which was great. The Rollins and Kevin Owens rivalry back when Rollins was the face and Kevin was the heel, was good. Rollins and John Cena feud was fantastic with the corporation. The Rollins and Riddle ones is... The Riddle one is just... I don't think it's on Rollins, I think it's just on Riddle. But it's still good. It's not bad, but it's good. Like, everywhere Rollins goes, it's just entertaining to watch. Rollins Rey Mysterio, that was a good feud too. Like... So, yeah. On this day, boom. Yeah.
And he's taking this to the outside now.
I wonder if I can do it. Hold on, let me see if I can. I can't do it anymore. That's so sad. Spear! Alright. But yeah, all those superstars I mentioned would be a great contestant for the title. Oh, Dominic, did you want to say something to my face? Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, Dominic. Wow. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on all that. If I had to pick a superstar right now, see the problem is that you've basically you've gotten rid of you taken every superstar who's faced Roman Reigns and lost. You can't really use again. Like okay, McIntyre lost, so I mean unless you want to do it again, but at that point it's like now that you did this Uso angle, it doesn't really work, you know. Stupid Dominic. One more. There we go, baby. You know what? Fuck it, let's go for it. Rated R! Oh shit. Oh no, you know, Dominic. The storing of Eric Redbeard in the cage was stupid, and the ending with robots. AEW is not as good with their storylines, which is kind of messed up when you think about it. Rated R. Spear! There it is. It's taking a sweet ass time getting up here.
Looking to snatch a victory here, guys. I think it's gonna happen.
Of course, Dominic gets right up. Got it. There we go. Rated R. Rated R. The superstar. He is Edge. Cool. Yeah, no, it's just the AEW story. Okay, not saying AEW can't make good storylines, because they have. The CM Punk MJF storyline was chef's kiss great. I don't know if it's going to be as good with him coming back to want to compete against CM Punk for the title. I don't know about that. I think they're just like, oh, well, the MJF rival with CM Punk was the most entertaining out of all his rivals, so let's just bring it back. I don't know about that. I don't know if that's going to be the best idea. That could be... It could either be really good or it could be really bad. So that's just my 2 cents on that. Right? So yeah, I get why they're trying to bring it back. But I kind of wish they kept the Jon Moxley storyline going along a little bit longer. Just a little bit. Because that would have been more entertaining in my opinion. But they chose not to. They want to push MJF, which I guess is fair because it's CM Punk and MJF. But now Moxley's going to go back down unless you do a triple threat. Now, if it was a triple threat, that could be entertaining. That I would love to see, because that is something that could really sell you a lot of money. But they don't like doing triple threat matches in main events anymore. Not like they used to. They used to go crazy with it. The last time I saw... See, now the problem is... Okay, so here's my hot take about this, right? So the Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton Batista triple threat match was great. The match was great. The build-up was bad. Because... And this makes me sad because I met Batista literally at the beginning of that year when he won the Rumble. Right before he won the Rumble, I met him like a couple weeks before, actually. He was a super nice guy. But anyways, he winning the Rumble, they were not expecting the fans to boo it, which kind of sucked because I wanted him to win, and he did win, but it wasn't whatever. But then they were like, okay, well, we have to put Daniel Bryan in the main event somehow, so we'll have him beat Triple H. And you had a couple matches between like Daniel and Randy, Daniel Batista, but they weren't really like... Because we didn't know if Bryan was going to get in the Rumble, in the final triple threat at Mania, he was focused on facing Triple H, which is fine, but then you don't build a triple threat. Okay, you want to know a fantastic triple threat build-up and match? Seth Rollins versus John Cena versus Brock Lesnar, the Royal Rumble. That is a great build-up rivalry to that match. That match is one of the best triple threat matches I've ever seen in my life. Like, that is just chef's kiss. Love it. Fantastic. Like, that was peak triple threat match. Okay. Who else to say was in this? The Miz, and who was the other two? Oh, Braun, and then it was Braun and who was the last one? Oh, Sheamus. That's right, Sheamus. All right, so for this one, because we've completed all these superstars, we're going to see who is the king of the Money in the Bank TLC matches, or whatever you want to call it, the Money in the Bank. I will not be playing as any of them. I will just let them all duke it out, and I'll give them all, because resiliency, I don't think it's going to matter here. I'm going to give them all comebacks, make it fair. Okay, here we go. I'll put entrance on so we can sit back and chat a little bit while we get this match going underway. One of these men will be the king of the Money in the Bank ladder match. Notice how CM Punk and Edge have won it twice. Brock Lesnar won the Money in the Bank. Miz won the Money in the Bank. Kane won Money in the Bank. Braun won Money in the Bank. Sheamus won Money in the Bank. And like I said before, Dolph and John Cena have also won Money in the Banks, but the reason I'm not counting Dolph because it was he counted in the World Heavyweight Champion. This is more like WWE main focus, and the reason why I'm not counting John Cena was because his cash-in was unsuccessful. So that's why I chose these 8 specifically. So yeah. On this day, place your bets, mid. Place your bets. Who's gonna win this Money in the Bank ladder match? My guess is either Brock or Braun. You know, I could sit here and I could talk about the positive, negatives of WWE video games over the past few years. 2 things that I love to add to this game. Okay, it originally came out in 19, but 8-man matches I think are awesome. I think they're so cool to have 8-man, because up until like what 19, only 6 superstars at a time. So having 8 superstars all duke it out was really fun. And then the graphics. The graphics look amazing. Holy crap. Chef's kiss. Yeah, so good. The negatives are little things like, okay, you know, where's my Inferno matches? Where's my OMG moments? Where is my creative entrance in-depth like catalog? You know? The Usos theme music are not like me. Oh, the one where it's like when they were face or heel, where it was like I'm on top, into my beat, and everything is out of my beat. Yeah, like that was a cool theme song. I like that. What was I gonna say? But yeah, other thing, Inferno matches, storylines. Okay, the Rey Mysterio storyline is great and all, and I love Rey Mysterio, so that's great, right? In-game footage, but I can't stream it, which sucks to the copyright. Big fat copyright if you try and stream that. And it's not like okay. So while this game is this is the best polished WWE video game of all time, but WWE 2K14 is my #1 favorite video game of WWE to play, because 14 has the 30 years WrestleMania. I love that. Oh my god, I can gush about WWE14 forever. But this 30 years WrestleMania, fantastic. Beat the Streak, which was actually hard to do, was super fun. The roster was okay. It was actually, this roster might be a little bit better, but 14 still had a really good roster at the time. Better than 13. Oh, 13 was a really good roster. You had like handicap match. Well, you have this one too, but you have like I think the Inferno matches were cool. First Blood matches were cool. You could speak with the chamber pot. It's all OMG moments and stuff, but creative content was more in depth. You know, Paul, how's it going, buddy? Creative content was more in depth. Okay. You know what? Maybe next WWE stream I do, it will be like a WWE 2K14 stream, because I've been missing that game a lot. I've been really missing that, so I'm gonna try and do that. Maybe I don't know what I'll do. Maybe beat the streak, or maybe I'll do 30 years of WrestleMania. No, I can't do that because of copyright. Never mind. Never mind. I can't do that because of copyright. Okay, so beat the streak, I guess, or I could do First Blood match maybe, or I could do the Inferno match, or I could do I'm trying to think of other good things. But thank you guys for stopping by, Paul. I appreciate it. And you too, mid. I'm trying to think of like other good stuff. Let me look up their features real quick. All WWE 2K14 game modes. Yeah, they do. Not the way you think they do, but yeah. Okay. Oh my god, the DLC. I forgot about the DLC. So 14, when the DLC first came out, I had the 14 DLC on my original 360, but then my original 360 broke, and then I could never play it again. So I had WWE14 in my other games, but I didn't have the DLC, so I got really screwed. Because the DLC for the 14 was so good. You had the NWO pack, just like this game, except it's better because it has Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Randy Savage, Six, Kurt Hennig, Scott Steiner, and the Giant. More in this game. You had the what's this one? Superstar pack, which was Biggie Langston, Brie, Nikki Bella, Summer Rae, Fandango, which was great. You had the Legends pack, which gave you Bruno Sammartino. When was the last time we saw Bruno Sammartino in a wrestling game? Dusty Rhodes, Rick Rude, that's another one we should be in this game. Jake Roberts, Virgil. Yeah. It's funny to me how the game kind of takes a little bit from 14. Says, oh, you like an NWO pack? Here's an NWO pack. It's not as many characters, but they're more detailed. So, yeah. If 14 had the graphics and like style of this game, it would be the undisputed best wrestling game of all time. Easily best undisputed wrestling game of all time. Easily.
Here comes 6'8", 380.
Like if I had to rank the wrestling games, like my top 5.
And from Sherrills Ford, North Carolina, weighing in at
my top 5 would probably be 14, 13, this one, 19. Well, I don't know, maybe not 19 anymore. Yeah, no, I'll say 19 for now. 19, and then Here Comes the Pain. Here Comes the Pain. That was a great wrestling game. Oh, fuck. Actually, no. I take it back. 14, 13, this game, WWE All-Stars, and then Here Comes the Pain. That's my top 5. Because All-Stars was like... All-Stars on a whole different level. That game was like Battlegrounds, but good. That's what that was. WWE Battlegrounds, but an actual good game. Because they're all just jacked up models. You see Eddie Guerrero with like steroid Hulk Hogan muscles and getting launched up in the air. Like that game was just on some different shit. Oh, that stuff was different, man. I'll tell you what. That Brody Lee and WWE was great, and AEW making it rest in peace. Oh, Brody Lee, yeah. Yeah. Luke Harper was a cool character. From
Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 295 pounds.
Brock
WWE
Lesnar.
Lesnar's been a frightening sight, but he returned to
Do 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 do. Look at Brock. Like, I'm not getting out of the ring for you. Fuck you, Brock. Like I said, I've said this in previous streams, but I'll say it again. The one thing I don't like about this game is the targeting system in multiple man matches. When you're like an 8-man match, the targeting system goes from like, oh, you're fighting this guy, whoop, oh, never mind, you're fighting this guy. Like, it's really weird.
WWE was nearly unstoppable in MMA, and it's been over a decade.
Do the Brock now, do the Brock with the ponytail.
For 504 days, the longest WWE title reign in 30 years. A man who has been virtually unstoppable.
The Celtic Warrior, they call him Sheamus. Bella! That man, so pale.
From Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 200.
I have WWE too, sometimes the game is broke just for me. I don't know about anybody else. So, what is your definition of broke? Because, like, there's been glitches, I guess? Because, okay, before the final patch of the game happened, for the final update for this game, yeah, my game was crashing. There was glitches. There's still a couple glitches every now and then, but it's mostly crashes. But that crash has been fixed, so now it's like the game feels a little bit better.
And the entire WWE universe.
But it seems to be getting better. Although then again, in WWE 2K14, you never had breaking, crashing issues, or glitches. But that's just me, just saying. I think it's just because, like, we'll see. So 2K, and here's a little fun fact for everybody. Even though WWE 2K14 says it was WWE 2K14, 2K did not actually work on 14. That was CHQ's last game before they went out of business, because they did 13 and then 14 was their last game, but the credit went to 2K. So when 2K started 15, there was definitely some more bugs and a drop in quality, in my opinion. THQ definitely made the better WWE games, which is why it explains a lot why 13, 14 are god tier games and 15 was kind of crap. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the showcases of Cena and Punk and Triple H and Shawn, but it still was just kind of lackluster. Besides that, the game modes were kind of bare bones, you know. So, oh, Braun Strowman, damn. Man and Paul, place your bets right now, real quick though, in the chat. Who is going to win this Money in the Bank ladder match and be the king of the Money in the Bank ladder match? The absolute king. Braun's already the winner of the King of the Royal Rumble, so he could be the king of the Money in the Bank as well. Ooh. But yeah, I just... You know what we could do, guys? It'll be a fun little game we could play. I would have to, like, try and check after this match. What if we made, what if you, like, made you, me, Paul, since we're all WWE game fans, right? What if we made a WWE video game tier list? I think that'd be pretty fun. I think that'd be pretty cool, actually. You're in? Okay, yeah, that'd be cool. We'll do this after this. I'll like pause the game so I can find a tier list for it. Well, that'd be cool. Because I don't know how many games you played, but I played, let's see, okay. I played Here Comes the Pain a while ago. Like, that was a while ago. I think it was SmackDown vs. Raw 2000. What was 2000? I don't remember what 2000 it was, but SmackDown vs. Raw, I played that. I played Here Comes the Pain. I played 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Did not play 20 because of how bad our reviews heard about it. But I saw enough. Did not play 20. Played 21. Played All-Stars. Played Battleground for like 5 minutes and then lost interest. So I think I'm qualified to make a tier list. Nah, I think that's fair. Some of the ones like, what was it? No Mercy or Unfair. I can't remember where it was. The old games, like the old games, like what was the N64 one? The WrestleMania 2000 on the N64, and oh gee, what was the other one? I can't remember the other one. I can't remember the other WWE game on N64, but there's a lot of WWE games when you think about it, huh? How long did THQ start making WWE games? Was it 12, 13, 14? Or did they make ones before it too? No, I think they did do SmackDown vs. Raw. I think they did do those. Oh, Sheamus! Taking the fight to Brock, fella! Oh, Kane just gonna dump Rollins out the room. Oh! It's just pure chaos going around the ring. Who's your predictions? Who's your predictions? I think Brock's gonna... Maybe Kane. I think Kane's gonna win, actually. Take it back. Kane, my prediction. Paul, mid. What's your prediction? Who's gonna win? Who's your prediction? Ooh. The contestants, you know, we got Seth, we got Punk, The Miz, Edge, Sheamus, Brock, Braun, Kane. We got some good options here. Ooh, Edge is opening a table? Oh, Seth! Crawling to the top! Oh, Kane! Kane on Braun Strowman! Choke slam! The best wrestler ever is Eddie Guerrero. As far as in-ring performance, okay. So, to me, if we're talking in-ring performance, right? I think Eddie is my number 2. Eddie's my number 2. It's best in-ring performer, number 2. I think I give it to Shawn. Shawn Michaels is my favorite in-ring performer of all time. And he's a close second. But I have to give it to Shawn. Shawn Michaels was always the most... Shawn could do a match with anybody. And you could make match of the year. That's how good Shawn was. Like, the 96, 97 era with, like, Shawn and Brett. Like, that was, like, the era of, like... If you were, an average wrestler or average entertainer, they could make you really good. Like, really, really good. Shawn's high-flying ability. Shawn's like his in-ring. Amazing. Brett is probably one of my favorite. So I think as far as like Eddie is like number 2 on the in-ring performer, but as far as in-ring technician, I gotta give it to Bret Hart. Bret Hart is the best in-ring technician, and he was so good. Loved watching Bret Hart in the ring. Oh, Punk! Oh, Miz, dang. Oof. Okay, Sheamus working on Seth, but Seth! Oh! Edge and Seth working on the big man. I think it's sad some of the WWE wrestlers not anymore. Oh, yeah. You know, man, I'm glad you mentioned that because I actually just had my art guy make a thumbnail for that. I'm going to do a WWE stream for 10 superstars who are no longer with us on the planet. Okay? Would you like to know who those 10 are? Would you like to know that? I can tell you. I have the thumbnail done and everything. It's gonna be 10 superstars. Who? Okay, I'll tell you the 10 superstars. All right, I'll have. Let me check my thumbnail real quick. I have to remember who it is. Because I picked 10 superstars who have passed away that I'm going to celebrate in this upcoming or in a WWE stream. Okay, here we go. Here are the 10 superstars I'm going to be doing in the WWE stream that I have the words "gone but never forgotten" as a title. It's going to be Eddie Guerrero, Andre the Giant, Macho Man Randy Savage, Yokozuna, Umaga, Ultimate Warrior, the British Bulldog, Big Boss Man, Roddy Piper, and Razor Ramon, aka Scott Hall. Those are the 10 superstars I'm going to be doing in that video. Gone but never forgotten. Those top 10 superstars that I will commemorate in a future stream. Oh, Punk and Sheamus. Ooh. Okay, those are 10 superstars I think deserve to be on that list. Not many people talk about Umaga. You know, that's interesting. There are some superstars like everybody talks about Randy Savage, everybody talks about Andre the Giant, you know, but nobody. You don't see anybody talk about like Davey Boy Smith as much, or Umaga, or even Yokozuna in my opinion, or Big Boss Man. But you hear about like Piper and um, Scott Hall a lot recently. I was so sad when Scott Hall passed away. What was it, in October? No, not October. I'm sorry, March. In March. I was so sad when I heard about that. That broke my heart. Like, I loved Scott Hall. I thought he was amazing. I was so heartbroken to hear that. See, that's the scary thing you gotta think about, too, is that the world is sometimes just cruel. The world could sometimes just take people away like that. Like, what if Ric Flair just died tomorrow? We wouldn't know. It happened out of nowhere. It just would happen. Like, nothing we could do about it, you know? Kane wins! I called it! Kane wins! The devil's favorite demon is the king of money in the bank! Along the world is even Kane. I think it's funny because our last stream was on Kane too. Wow. That's actually crazy. Okay. Kane is the king of the Money in the Bank ladder match, and Braun Strowman is the king of the Royal Rumble. And the King Elimination Chamber match is Shawn, I think, because I had him beat Brock. Yeah, in a one-on-one after that, yeah. All right, so let me just check something real quick. Hold on one second. Let me just I'm just gonna move this over here real quick. There we go. WWE video game tier list maker. All right, what we got here? Is it up to 21 or up to 22? This one's only up to 18. Really? Okay. Type in 2022. Let me try that. Okay, well, unfortunately, it looks like the most modern game is 18. Do you still want to do it? Do you still want to do it? Doesn't have 19 or 20 or 21. I could type them in. We could do that. Sure. Okay. All right. Hold on. Give me one sec. Let me I'm gonna organize this real quick. Let me just give me one sec while I make this nice and pretty for you guys. All right. This one's gonna be games. Actually, I want God tier. Give me one second. I'm gonna put the best. I'll put the. What am I doing here? Okay, hold on. The best. The best. Okay, that's just the best, right? So I'll have one for the best. Just paying for the AEW game to come out on Xbox. Is it Xbox exclusive, or is it And when does it come out? It comes out soon, doesn't it? It looks like it's going back to like the old style games, more cartoonish, which is gonna be cool. God tier. Really great. Really great. Now out yet? I just brain. Oh, it just came out? Like it just. Hold on a second. I need to check this out real quick. Hold on. AEW. Fight Forever. Fight Forever release date. It's saying it's released in 2022. That's all I'm seeing. It's not giving me an actual date. It's just saying. Oh, okay. It's on Switch? Okay, that cover art is actually badass. That is wow. That's wow. You got Jericho and Moxley, and I'm kind of sad Daniel Bryan's on it, but still Punk and wow. That's just really good. Holy crap. Okay, so we're definitely gonna be streaming that when it comes out. Um, we're definitely gonna do that. Wow, that's some gorgeous ass artwork. That is beautiful. Yeah, that's wow. That is something else. Yeah, that's it's good. Good. Change color this one to green. This one can be, yeah, I guess I could say that one. Okay. This one can be meh. And then this one can be trash. Trash. Okay. All right, now let me just make sure this looks okay. I'm gonna close out the program for now of WWE. Okay, and now I'm gonna move you over here so I can see this better. Okay. I don't know why we're having ads. I don't want ads. No ads, please. Thank you. Okay, so if I do this. Wow, that actually fits really good. How about that? Okay, let me enlarge it a little bit. Okay. All right, can you see that okay? Does it look all right to you? Look okay? All right. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this out of the way. I'm just gonna yeah, that's just amazing game. That's undisputed, right? That's okay. All right. This one is here. This one is also we'll put you now in there, and if we feel we'll move you up, we'll move up. Here comes the pain. That's just in God tier. All Stars is probably also in God tier. 18. I'm gonna put 16 in really great because it was 15. It was kind of meh. Wasn't trash, but it was actually. Hold on. I'm just gonna put 2K20. Bad 2K20 there. WWE 2K20. There. Not good. I'll put okay, so I don't think it's good. Which sucks because Seth's on the cover and I love Seth, but is it better than meh? Is it okay? I don't think it's as bad as 15. I think it's a little bit better than 15, although it was terrible on the Switch. And again, Switch shouldn't have had it on the Switch, but that's the Switch. I blame the Switch on that. I don't blame the game. I'll put it on. I guess we could put in meh above 15 for now. I guess it's still better than 15 though. Let's get that out of the way. This SmackDown vs. Raw was really great. I think actually I might actually move 16 down to good. Actually, I think this is better. I think this looks a lot better actually. Um, See, 17. Actually, I think 17 is worse than 18. It wasn't. It's not good. It's. I might do. I. Ah, yeah, yeah. So here's what I'll do. I'll do this, and I'll say it was okay, not good. 18 is not a good game. It's okay. It's fine, I guess. It's okay, right? 12 was. So 12, I'm going to give 12 a pass and put it on really great because they made an original storyline that was actually really interesting, and I really like that. So it deserves being really great because the fact it came up with its own storyline was really cool to me. You got to play Sheamus, play as League of Nations. That also was like a prediction because the League of Nations came out like 5 years later, which was really cool. So yeah. It's kind of hard to remember the rest of these. Okay, where is? I kind of have to zoom in on this, but I can't really live out. Okay, okay. The problem is, if I do this, what does this do? Let's make it worse. WrestleMania 28. Yeah, that doesn't work. Hold on, let me just actually look at this real quick. Is WrestleMania 20 even on here? I don't even see it on here. I wish I had a magnifying glass so I could see this better. Day of Reckoning. Day of Reckoning. Yeah, it was a fun game. I put it at the bottom really great. It was a really fun game. Wait, there's two Day of Reckonings? I thought there was only one. Was the... I thought there was two. Okay, there's two Day of Reckonings, huh? I guess I'll put them in the same spots. I don't remember the other one. I'm pretty sure it's the same formula. Um, Now you're gonna have to remind me about SmackDown versus Raw and the other games because I'm pretty. Actually, you know what I'll do here? I'll do this instead. I'll put Day of Reckoning here, and I'll put the other SmackDown versus Raws. Because I'm pretty sure all this. I don't really think any SmackDown versus Raw was bad. Was there a bad SmackDown versus Raw? I can't remember specifically. Uh, SmackDown versus Raw is okay. I'll put it in good then. Let's do this. Let's do that. That looks better. Bottom of good, bottom of good, and top of okay are kind of like close to each other. So I think that's passable, right? Another SmackDown vs. Raw. Jeez, there's so many SmackDown vs. Raws. I forget. This one is one of the group like the really good ones. This one was really good, and maybe this one. Maybe I can't remember if it was this one or this one, but this one was really good. This was a great one. Um, there's so many SmackDown vs. Raws. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Okay, was this SmackDown 2000? Hold on, I have to like walk up and look at this. Hold on. Yeah, okay. SmackDown 2000 was it was how do I put this? SmackDown 2000 was like it was like a WTF game, but it was really fun. I really enjoyed SmackDown 2000. That was one of my favorite games on the N64 that I played. Was really fun. Um, SmackDown 2000 was good. So I see. Is that 24? That's WrestleMania. Oh, 18? Oh, I can't remember the video game from 18. I'm going to make it our list. Hold on. I'm going to add a robo above. I'm going to call this one. Oops. Hold on. Not sure. Need to replay. There we go. I will make you purple because I like purple. Pink. Pink, purple. Purple, pink. Okay. So don't remember this one. Most of these I don't remember, honestly. Let me see. The Raw by themselves games. Geez, shut your mouth. Another SmackDown vs. Raw. Right there, I guess. Um, WrestleMania 21. WrestleMania 21. I can't remember that one very well. Hold on, let me see. I might be looking this up real quick. WrestleMania 21 video game. Problem is, most of these video games are like the 21's the best. You said 21. All right, how about we put it like mm, yeah, that's a good spot. I don't know about the best because I don't think it's yeah, okay, that's better. That's I don't think any of the games above it is worse than it, but that seems like a pretty good compliment. That's still like a really good compliment. SmackDown, just bring it. Oh boy, I see some of these video games. I didn't realize WWE has so many video games. SmackDown, just bring it. Oh, okay, I remember now. This was a really good game. This might be I don't know about 2000, but it's definitely really great. Um, what's this one? SmackDown 2? I don't remember any of these games. No Mercy was, I think, also on the 64, I think. No Mercy. Yeah, the video game. Okay, I remember now. Yep. Okay. No Mercy was actually like was it better in SmackDown? Was it better in SmackDown or not SmackDown? WrestleMania 2000? I don't think it was. No, I don't think it was. But it's close. It's very close. That one is not good. Really? You don't like that one? You don't like No Mercy? Ah, what? That one's a good game. WrestleMania 2000 put it on. Oh, 2000. Is that what the wait, I thought this was 2000. Oh, no, that just regular SmackDown. Oh, that's regular. Oh, I thought that was 2000. Oh. Oh. Which one's two? Is this 2000? Hold on. WrestleMania. Is it even on the list? I don't even see it on the list. I see Raw 2, Raw, WrestleMania 19, I think it is. On the GameCube. I had a really good roster. I'll put that one at like good. Probably up to like here. What is this one? Is this 24? So they don't have 18, they don't have 2000. Who made this? Who? Oh, wait. Okay, so that the one that's 2003. Okay, and the other one is. Oh, Legends of WrestleMania. That game was great. Wait a minute, that game was really good. I might put it up here actually. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. That game was great. Wow, that was a great game. I'm okay. I mean, I guess, but I'm 24, so. um, what are you trying to say? uh, SmackDown, shut your mouth. Oh, 18 was this one? Oh, that's right. I didn't have 18. I'm stupid. I'm gonna put this up. I think I vaguely remember this. Let's do that. SmackDown is not good. What, the shut your mouth one? I'm gonna put this one in need to play, and this one I think I remember this one. These ones I don't. Or that one I might put all of them on here actually. I don't remember the SmackDown games at all. Or the Raw. Wait, well the Raw games. Um, I the only games I know like those ones specifically is the Raw over SmackDowns because the other ones like okay 2002 right. Oh, that was an Xbox. Oh, that's right. I can't remember how good we're. I can't remember that game. I cannot remember. Raw on the best of me. Were they that good? Were both those games that good? I can't remember. I might have to. I don't remember them. I have to. Actually, you know what? Yes, I do. They were. I think they were like this. Yeah. I'm sorry. These I just don't see being worse than this. I'm sorry. Um. Yeah. Okay. The one with the Goldberg one that is good. The other one's okay. So this one's okay. All right. So I'll put it like there. Okay. I'll take your word on that one. Okay. So here's the I'm going to go down the list and we can negotiate. I'm not saying we will, but we can negotiate changes if we need be. But I think this is the best list. The best obviously is W2K14. Because although if I were to put 21 on here, it would be probably be between 13 and here comes actually no it wouldn't. Yeah, yeah, I would. It'd be above so no I'm struggling. Okay. I'm not gonna say where. I'm just gonna say it would be in God tier. Okay, 21 would be in God tier. The graphics, the visuals, the roster, all very good. Okay. Um, 20 as I've seen trash because it's the worst WWE game I think I've ever played. Or I haven't played it, but maybe I did play for a little bit and then it was so buggy I quit it. I just can't. I just repressed that memory because I can't remember uh much about it. Otherwise, it being a bug fest, and half it was also me watching a bunch of reviews. Um, so 1913's Here Comes the Pain, All Stars, WrestleMania Legends, all great, top of the line, chef's kiss games, so good. Very few problems, if anything. Great, fantastic games. 13, you got like Attitude Era, and you had all the cool characters. It's so good, the aggressive, like, oh, so good. SmackDown Here Comes the Pain was good. All Star was good because it was over the top craziness and the Legends and the WrestleMania Legends game. 19 was really great. I would argue. No, okay. I was thinking of putting 19 at the bottom of God tier, but 19 is like it's not God tier. It's really great because it introduced 8-man matches and it had the towers and the Daniel Bryan showcase, which is really cool. But it's not on the same level as those. It is really great, but not God tier mode. Right? Okay. And then you had WrestleMania 21, SmackDown vs. Raw. That specific one I remember being extremely good. That specific one. 18 is probably good because they have the Ambrose. Oh, all the music to me. Yeah, it has good music, but that's it. That's um Raw 2, WrestleMania 18. Day of Reckoning. Actually, you know what? No, I remember Day of Reckoning being really good games. Day of Reckoning going back up top. Maybe it's just I don't know about both of them. One of them I remember being really good. Day of Reckoning 2. Um, no, I think they're both pretty much the same, I think. I'll put them there for now. 18. 12. Okay, so 12 was like the prelude into 13 because 12 was still really good and the story mode was really good, but it just was missing a couple things. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna move you up. I'm moving you up to I'm actually gonna move you up here actually, because you are so inventive with your story mode. You made a custom story mode from scratch that not only got to interact with multiple WWE superstars, and you brought back WCW in that, which is really cool. So yeah, I'm putting you really great. That's what I think we're gonna do there. Okay. So good 16. What's that? 16? Yeah, 16. See, maybe it's just me. Should 16 be higher? Because maybe it's just me, but maybe it's just because of the fact that 15 came before and 15 was garbage. But I don't remember like how good it was. The storyline was great. Stone Cold storyline was actually, yeah. I think we're gonna put you in. No. I think we're gonna keep you there. Actually, we're gonna keep you there. We're keeping good. Good's not an insult. Good's not an insult by any means. 16 is good. 16 is good. Yeah. But is it so? Yeah, it's good, right? I agree. Top of good, but is it really great? I think it's good. I think that's a good way to say it. It's a good game. You know, 'cause when you look back and you think about great superstar video games, 14 is like, holy shit, I remember 14. 13, I remember 13. I remember SmackDown. Everybody remembers Here Comes the Pain. Everybody remembers All Stars. I think a reasonable amount of people remember Legends, WrestleMania Legends, you know. So 16 is good. Yeah, it's good. The SmackDown vs. Raw games, they're good. They're not bad. They're not bad. But I wouldn't say they're really great. They're good. Because good's like I said, good is not an insult. Good is just good. Okay. WrestleMania the 2003 one I think was good. 18. Was 18 that bad? Was 18 really okay? Look, I get it. It crashed on the Switch, but the Switch can't handle those kind of games anyway. We know Switch can't handle 2K games. Like, I don't want to blame 18's failure on because it's around the Switch, it's trash. No, it's because the Switch is not strong enough to run a game like that. So, is 18 really just okay? Like, I can't remember much about 18. Even though I played it. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. The reviews on 18 is so bad. Oh wow. Holy crap. People are saying 3 out of 10. Wow. That's woof. What? Actually, you know what I might do then? I might just do this, and I might yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, you know what we're gonna do then? We're gonna move. Here's my problem. I was thinking of moving 15 to okay, but the problem I have with that is 14 is such a god tier game, and the drop to 15 is so noticeable. It's like I can't put it in okay. Uh, I don't think 17 should be up there either. I think we'll just get rid of the okay list in general because I don't think. Yeah, that's better. Okay. SmackDown. Yeah, the SmackDown games, specifically SmackDown, with really don't remember much of. Yeah. Okay, yeah. And then it's bad WWE 2K20. um, I would also put here. Let me just do a little note here. Also, oh wait, also 2K22. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's better. So say goodbye. What is yours now is mine. I think 15 is still have my SmackDown vs. Raw gaming case. That's awesome, dude. Which one is it? Which SmackDown vs. Raw is it? Um, I. How bad was 17? I saw 18 was better than 17, but maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong. I do remember 17 being better or being worse than 16. I do remember that. Let me check reviews real quick because I'm just trying to remember. Yeah, that game was held way higher Steam. Way better high Steam. Oh yeah, but that 15 was not. Okay, so what we'll do then is we'll do this. There we go. That's better. I have all of them. You have all of them? Wow. That's pretty good. That's pretty awesome. Which SmackDown vs. Raw do you think is the best to you? Personally, I think it's this one with what year is it? I forget. The one with the Undertaker on it. Like that one's the best in my opinion. But um but yeah. And then SmackDown ones I'm not too sure about, but all right. Is there any other ones we have to change before I finalize this list? Because I will post this list in my Discord server, so people can look at it whenever they want and have all fun, goody stuff with that. Um, put that in my tier list channel on my Discord server. Out of time, so say goodbye. What is yours? I think the best SmackDown vs. Raw is the Triple H cover. Oh, actually, okay. How about this then? Wait, there's two of them. There's two Triple H covers. There's this one, and then there's this one with Shawn. So which one are you talking about? I'm assuming you mean the one just by himself. Oh, one that Shawn Michaels in? Okay, then what we'll do is I'll do this then. There we go. How's that? Is that better? It's better. Yeah, it looks good. Um, I feel okay. Is there any games besides 21 and 20? Oh wait, hold on. You know what? Yep, I had to add that. The WWE Battlegrounds. Yep, I forgot about that one. It's just it's kind of yikes. It's not. I don't think it's a good game. I think it's better than anything else on that list, but it's far as the yikes part. Um, but yeah, no, it's pretty poo poo. Pretty pretty poo poo. What is your thoughts about Battleground? Do you have a better thought about Battleground? Because I'm just kind of like, no, it's pretty bad. Yeah, it's not good. I don't think it's 2K20 bad, but it's yeah. Yeah. It is better than 17, 15, 18, I think. But that's really not a compliment. That's just kind of like, congratulations, you meet a bare minimum requirement. Good job. Here's your cookie for the week. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. All right. Well, I think that's going to finalize the roster for our video game picks. Unless, is there any other video games that I miss? Man, did I miss any games that are not on this list that I did not type in the channel, like 22, 20, and Battlegrounds? Is there any that I missed? I don't think there is. Besides, wait, is WrestleMania 2000 not on here? Hold on a second. I think we already discussed that, right? I think we already made a joke, or not joke, but we had WrestleMania. Oh yeah, it's not on here. Why not? How is WrestleMania 20? Okay, hold on. Got half a. There we go. WrestleMania 2000 is on the really great list. Yeah. There we go. Cool. Out of time. I don't think it's in God tier, but it's in really great. It's definitely WrestleMania 2000 is a very fun game. It's better than good, but not God tier. That's a fair thing to say, you know? Yeah, I mean, yeah, half of them. It's hard to remember them, honestly. So yeah. So all right. So what I'm doing now is I'm just gonna drop this in my this is my Discord server. This is where I just have chats with my followers and friends. You know, when we're bored. You know, I have tons of emo stuff, and it's a very general hub server. It has like Mario Kart and Pokemon and wrestling, WWE stuff. It got some emotes and fun stuff. It's just chat people for fun. It's not very busy. Um, server, but it's just for fun. I can talk to people. I can let them know when I'm gonna make a video, what's it gonna be about, get feedback from the followers. So if you want to check that out, feel free. You don't have to. I'm not forcing you or anything. I just figured I'd give you that option if you want to, because I try to stream every night around the same time. It's not always WWE streams, but I've been doing a lot more recently, so it will be like at least once a week, at least, maybe twice a week if I'm craving it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll do one Wednesday. Maybe I'll do one tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. All depends on my mood, kind of deal. But yeah, so all right, I think I'm gonna wrap this stream up. I appreciate you for watching. Mid, Paul, thank you guys for all watching. You guys are wonderful people. Thank you so much for taking the time and having a little chat. I enjoyed having a little discussion. Like I said, I got more WWE streams planned. I got the Gone Not Forgotten one. I got one on who does the best power bomb. I have one who does the best choke slam. I'm gonna have one on Grand Slam champions. That'll be fun. So I got ideas. I still got some ideas for this game. I'm still gonna be doing more stuff, and I will be probably bringing back some 14 gameplay as well. So that'll be fun. I got to think of some ideas for 14. Thank you, Mid. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. I'm going to have some ideas for 14. If you want to help me get some ideas for 14, that'd be cool, you know. But yeah, so that's just my idea. That's what I'm just, you know, thinking, you know. Just little ideas, you know. It's nice to just chat people, you know. I'm always like I'm always down for ideas, suggestions. You know, I'm always willing to hear people out. So yeah, thank you guys all for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful night tomorrow. Let's see, tomorrow's Tuesday, so I might be doing Pokemon. I could be doing Mario. You know what? If that multiverse update is coming out with Gizmo and the Gremlins, I might do that. I might. But yeah, but thank you guys all for watching. Have a great night, Mid. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. As I always say, stay positive, and thank you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.